Imagine stepping off a tiny wooden boat onto a white sand shore so remote that the only footprints belong to seabirds. The ocean stretches endlessly in every direction. No phones buzzing, no crowded streets. Here, the only schedule is set by the tide, the seasons, and the traditions of the people who call these secret islands home. In 2025, these places still exist, scattered across the globe, where small communities thrive far away from modern society as we know it. And today, we're going to take you there. Get ready to discover 9 secret island communities thriving away from modern society in 2025, where life is slow, simple, and rich with history, the kind of life most of us can only dream of. 1. Palmerston Island, Cook Islands, a family at sea. Imagine a single extended family surrounded by the ocean on all sides. That's what you'll find on Palmerston Island, an atoll home to around 35 people, most of them descended from one British sailor who settled here nearly 200 years ago. By 2025, Palmerston will still look much like it does today. Palm-fringed beaches, a small schoolhouse, gardens carefully tended for food, and fish pulled straight from the reef for dinner. There's no airport. Cargo ships come rarely, bearing essential supplies. And when one arrives, it's a community-wide event. A reminder of just how precious outside connections can be. 2. Tristan da Cunha, South Atlantic. The world's remotest village 1,500 miles away from the nearest continent, Tristan da Cunha is one of the most isolated places on Earth. Its tiny village, the only one on the island, houses just over 240 people who live surrounded by steep cliffs and an active volcano that shape their very landscape. By 2025, they'll still tend their potato patches, fish for lobsters, and help one another repair their modest homes after storms. And every so often, a ship will appear on the horizon, bringing new visitors and supplies, a fleeting reminder that they truly do live at the edge of the world. 3. Tanna Island, Vanuatu. Volcanoes and village life. Tanna is home to lush jungle villages and a fiery volcano that glows red against the night sky. And it's also home to communities who live by custom, centuries-old traditions passed down through generations. By 2025, children will still learn to fish with their fathers and gather roots and fruits with their mothers. Even visitors must be invited in, witnessing dances that have been performed the same way for centuries. Here, money has little meaning. Trust, ritual, and respect for the spirits of the land mean everything. 4. Pitcairn Island, South Pacific. Descendants of mutiny. When the HMS Bounty mutineers searched for sanctuary centuries ago, they chose a steep green dot in the middle of nowhere. That dot, Pitcairn Island, is still home to their descendants today. By 2025, only about 40 people will remain, making every visitor feel like they've stepped into someone's extended living room. Each person plays a role. One might tend the gardens, another pilot the longboat to greet visiting ships. With mail and fresh supplies arriving just a few times a year, Pitcairn people live at their own pace, self-sufficient, close to nature, and forever linked by a shared story. 5. Puka Puka, Cook Islands. 3 villages, 1 big family. Puka Puka looks like a postcard. Turquoise lagoons and lush green coconut palms, but its true beauty is its way of life. By 2025, its 3 villages will still act as one community. Everyone will fish together at dawn, repair canoes together at dusk, and come together at the village hall to celebrate births, marriages, and harvests. Here, nobody is in a rush. There are no shops or hotels, only strong bonds, shared stories, and a sense of togetherness that modern life rarely provides. 6. La Gomera, Canary Islands. Whispering across the valleys. La Gomera may belong to Spain, but it feels worlds away. Its mist-shrouded valleys hide tiny villages where locals grow grapes on steep hillsides and greet one another by name. And most incredible of all, they still use Silbo, an ancient whistled language that carries across canyons and valleys. By 2025, they will continue to treasure this tradition as fiercely as their terraced gardens, keeping alive a sound that echoes their ancestors' wisdom and enduring connection to this lush green rock in the ocean. 7. Fula, Scotland, living at the edge of Europe. Imagine spending winter on a windswept island where the only light after sundown is from your own hearth. That's Fola, one of the most remote of Scotland's islands. By 2025, Fola will still have fewer than 40 people tending sheep on rugged hillsides and gathering together to celebrate Old Norse festivals. There's one school, one shop, and one ferry that braves the rough seas, bringing mail and supplies. Life on Fola is elemental, dictated by weather and sea, driven by self-reliance and community spirit.
Short scene 8. Lanyu, quote, Orchid Island, Taiwan, keepers of the ocean. Far off Taiwan's east coast lies Lanyu, home to the Dao people who live by the rhythm of the ocean. By 2025, they will still craft wooden canoes and hunt flying fish, passing these skills down as they have for generations. Here, tradition is law. Ceremonies to launch new boats will continue under a blazing tropical sun. And as visitors arrive hoping to glimpse this way of life, they'll see firsthand that true wealth lies in the ocean, the soil, and the hands that
9. St. Kilda, Scotland, an empty place that still speaks. St. Kilda was abandoned in 1930, its last residents leaving behind simple stone houses on a windswept hill. By 2025, a small team of researchers and conservationists will return each summer to care for its seabird cliffs and crumbling village. There are no hotels or cafes, just steep hills, wild weather, and the ghosts of a community that survived here for 1,000 years. And when the researchers leave, St. Kilda will slip back into its silence, a haunting reminder of a way of life long gone. The bigger picture, why do these communities endure? From tropical atolls to windswept cliffs, these islands endure because of the people who care for them. People who treasure tradition, live lightly on the land, and pass their knowledge to the next generation. By 2025, as cities grow ever larger and faster, these places will remain oases of self-reliance, connection, and awe-inspiring beauty. And they remind all of us that the world still holds places where life is measured not by devices or deadlines, but by the tide, the seasons, and the bonds between people. Which of these islands spoke to you most? Would you brave the ocean for Tristan da Cunha, live simply on Palmerston, or maybe stand on the cliffs of St. Kilda? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you'd like to discover more of the world's most secretive places, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next adventure.